So today is Sunday evening, and this is the last Sunday of the month, so I usually take that time to go over my finances and crunch some numbers, see how I'm doing. It turns out I have more spending money than I thought I had at this moment, so I decided to treat myself by ordering a pizza. And so now I'm just kind of waiting for it. I'm supposed to be outside of my dorm. So my original plan was to get this pizza, then go to a park bench and just start eating it while vlogging. I thought it'd be kind of funny. I'm realizing now that I'm losing daylight fast. I don't know if it's gonna work. Come on. I was gonna get a shot of it driving in front of me, then it parked over there. And I take a 1 minute long shot only to realize I wasn't at all recording. Excellent. So as I was saying, I woke up early to register for my classes, and it was a success for the most part. I had to take two engineering classes, electrical engineering classes, but both of them were full. One of them I couldn't find a way to get it to not conflict with other classes, so I just dropped that one. And the other one I am on the waiting list on. I'm on slot 8, but last time I was on a waiting list I was on slot 1 and I still didn't get it, so I don't really have high hopes like at this one. Because of that, I have less credit hours than I was hoping to take, so I'm thinking I could either add a core, maybe a core or two, or I could instead do all the cores at a community college for way less money and way less time, then get a job next semester. Though it's the second semester, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know, probably gonna release this video, my friends will see it and they'll scold me for the next day or two. That's usually how stuff happens. So many birds. I don't know where all this chirping is coming from. It was just so, oh wait, there they are. All in those trees. I highly doubt you can see them, but they're in there. There was one guy who was looking at me very funny when I took that last shot of the birds. So you guys should remember that if all freshmen are registering today, that means that I'm not the only one who wakes up early, and I'm not the only one who's going to Starbucks early. Because that line was really long. I had this dream last night. It was pretty interesting. Essentially, I don't know why, but I had the plan to wake up really early, like 5 a.m. in my dream, and go down to my parents' house, and then register for classes there, and then go back and make my first class at 9 a.m. I don't know why this was a plan in my dream, but it was. Anyways, I arrived there, and I'm at the garage. I'm about to head inside, and then I hear like some noise, like coming from my backyard, and so I open the fence gate, take a peek at it, and there's two guys just beating the crap out of a third. Like kind of alarmed by this. I'm like, what the heck? Should I like do something? Should I intervene? Then I'm like, all right, well, if I go up against two guys, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. And so I'm like, wait, my dad's a police officer. I'll just go inside, wake him up, and get him to deal with this. He could beat the crap out of two guys, right? Anyways, and so I go inside. He's already awake, and so I talk to him in my dream. Talk to him, and he says, oh yeah, so that guy tried to break into my car and kill me, so I stopped them and I hired those two guys to beat him up. And I'm like, no, okay, that's perfectly normal. And so I head back outside, about to head back to Denton, and then those two guys are just about done beating up that guy. And at this point I realized that one of the guys he hired was Clay. And I'm just like, oh hey, what's up? And we chat. I don't remember what we were talking about, but we were chatting. And then somewhere, I forget what happened after this, but whatever happened, I ended up back at Denton in the library studying with my friends. And so, I'm studying, then I realized, oh crap, it's 9:30 a.m. Not only did I not register for classes, but I also missed half of my first class. I'm just like, well, crap. And so, at this point, I wake up, and I hear my alarm clock, and I wake up, and I don't know, I was extra motivated by the mistake I made in my dream, and so I really just got up with some energy, took the covers off my sheet, and I look at my phone and it was 5:50 a.m. despite the fact that my alarm was set to go up at 6 a.m. and the covers were still on me. And I realized that my alarm didn't actually go off, and I didn't actually take the covers off. It was all just in my head. My mind is just kind of imploding at this point. I'm like, what the heck? And you know, I get up, and then, you know, my alarm goes off in 10 minutes, and I'm just like, what happened? And so I guess the only conclusion I feel like I can come to is that the first me waking up and hearing my alarms was also a dream, and then I actually woke up thinking that dream was reality. And I don't know, it's weird. I don't know what happened. So one of the other things that's happening right now is my parents are looking at buying a truck. I know they found one in Denton, and so yesterday I went up and I checked it out. I test drove it, and I talked to the guy a little bit who was selling it. And so yeah, it was in great condition, so we're gonna get it. And so I'm now in charge of going to the bank, withdrawing a crap ton of money, and buying it. And so yeah, that'll be interesting. I also don't really think it was a good idea to mention in public that I was about to carry a crap ton of cash later today. I don't know, maybe we should check for stalkers. So I'm talking to this guy, this is yesterday. I'm talking to this guy about the truck, talking about the price. This guy, it was kind of clear to me he's not a good negotiator. And I mean, I'm not a good negotiator either, but one of the things he said was that the price on the ad was a best case scenario, and he was willing to go lower, which, by the way, pro tip, if you're ever negotiating, don't say you're willing to go lower, because the money you're going to get out of it instantly plummets. I was able to drop the price $1,000. So yeah, apparently I am worthy of Pawn Stars now. All I need is a crap ton of experts in my contacts. So it's been about 2.5 hours since I got out of history, and my last class for today is in an hour. It's my computer science class. Last week we had a teacher was out, so he just instead of a lecture, he posted a bunch of links to several YouTube videos, and we had to watch them. And I realized that I completely forgot to do this, and so I got the truck. After I got out of history, I got the truck, then I went back and I started watching those videos. People on there were all just talking slow, and I was being pressed for time. And so what I ended up doing was I ended up speeding the video up to 1.5. You can do that, 1.5, and it turns out that works really well. So yeah, if you ever want to, that's what I learned today. If you ever want to watch a series of videos and you're crunched for time, just speed it up. You'll still be able to comprehend it. Some of the other things I did today was purchase and pick up a truck. This is horrible lighting. You have to pay. I had to pay in cash though, because understandably he wouldn't accept a check. And I went down to the nearby bank, just walked over there. I'm just thinking, all right, I'll be fine. Just walking with $5,000. It's a short trip. It won't be bad. But then I see the money, just $5,000 in cash on the counter at the bank, and it just kind of hits me. I'm about to walk with $5,000 on me, and if someone were to try and rob me with a weapon, they would likely succeed. And so I'm just walking over there for the next 15 minutes. I'm in a phase where I trust no one, just checking everywhere, making sure no one's about to flank me or something. But yeah, and then it all went fine, but the stress of carrying a crap ton of money is very real. This entire area, I found this last night, and I tried to get a shot of it, but the sun was down and the lighting was you just couldn't see it. But yeah, this entire area just looked really fun to jump around and play in. So today is Wednesday, and I'm outside math class. I'm about to take a math test in about 30 minutes. I meant to vlog yesterday, but I got really busy. So I just got out of that test. I think I got an A, but probably not 100 because I stumped on a few of them. Best case scenario, I get a 100. Worst case scenario, I get an 80. Or well, worst case scenario, I fail, but I'm talking worst likely case scenario. So as I was saying, yesterday was really busy, and today is also going to be busy. So tripod.
I feel like that's me. And then we had a few parties.
I just got out of my chemistry labs and now have a little more free time than I normally do. Just gonna grab some lunch and get back to work.